remembers this brook when we were having them quite bad floods? Do you remember? It was nearly to the top of this concrete, wasn't it? I'll try and find that footage. You know, and this was, and this, it gets lower than this. Yeah. So I'd say that's sort of a little bit on the high side. It does get a lot lower. Let's cross the road and have a look at the other side. And then when we find the footage, we can compare, can't we? What it looked like. Remember when we had the floods at the bottom of the road? Yeah. Looks pretty high. Seems to be moving fairly quickly though. It must have been above that tube, I suppose, when we saw it. We'll have a look anyway. We'll go back and we'll see. Remember we had the floods down there, didn't we? When we came up here. So let's compare, shall we? Let's go back through the films and find... Where were we? Let's have a look. Where's that tube on this now? Look. Look. Wow. It's sort of touching the bottom of that tube now, isn't it? Or was then, I should say. Look how full it was. Look.
Steps to go down.
Yeah.
So you know how deep that is, don't you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of water. That is a lot of water. That's really full. Yeah. Still flowing. Look.
Let's go back a bit. Oh. Let's go back a bit. Hold on.
That is seriously deep. Well, you can tell you look.
Let's go back a little bit. We were about there, weren't we? A few steps closer. Where's the... Have we got... Oh! Look at it. It was sort of the bottom quarter. Is that a bottom half? No, that's a bottom quarter of that pipe. So it had come up a good old height, hadn't it? Wow, it's come up a good old height. Yeah. And of course, let's run the film a bit. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that pipe now. We'll use that as a measure. Do we cross over? Right, here we go. Let's go across the road. This was a hell of a height.
That is seriously deep. Well, you can tell you look.
Yeah. Wow.
You know how deep that is, don't you?
That was a lot of water. And it does get a good bit lower. Anyway, interesting. They're going to put some houses here now. Started cutting the trees down. Ooh, lovely. So maybe this summer we can follow them. Anyway, look. This has gone down quite a bit and the water has cleared. It's clean water. Wow. It's cleaner than that brown water. Let's look across the road. Do you remember? We'll go back and look at the films and we'll have a compare, see what it looks like. Oh yeah, this looks a lot lower. There's plenty of room. Hey, that's reminded me, we should get the 360, shouldn't we? Where were we? I should get the 360 and have a look at this, I suppose. That'd be a nice, yeah. So there that is. Let's cross over again. What a busy road. Run. There you are. Oh yeah, that's definitely some sort of step. Some sort of culvert there. Coming in or going out, I guess. But yeah. Look, remember, we tried to get onto there, didn't we? And they said no. So this is a much smaller sort of job, smaller sort of project. So hopefully we'll might get onto there. I think they're going to put 3 houses or something. Yeah. Let's go further up a little bit and have a look at the bridge from the other side. Yeah, this is just the old railway track that is just round the back of the house. So we've got good access if we want to go for a good walk, so we don't use it. Oh, do you know, you never use what's on your doorstep hardly, do you? You always ignore it. We should have come here to see how this was. There's another bridge over this brook here, isn't there? Look. There's a stream coming in that way. Well blocked up though, isn't it? No wonder these streams get full. It comes into here. That goes over there. That's the pathway up there. This is this. It comes in from that way. Sort of comes down and crosses over. Ooh. You have to keep an eye on that. See how long it takes to perish. You know, how long will that... It's a blockage now, it caused a blockage, but I wonder, with the water flowing past it, how long will it last? Can't imagine it'll last very long. But anyway, let's go back and see the old films then. The thing is though, it does make you, you know, you learn every time, don't you? So if you're buying a house now, it's well worth going to find out where the nearest brook is. If you buy a river, you know about rivers, but where is the nearest brook? So that this actually has been over here. This was flooded at one time. It actually came over the bridge and flooded. Yeah, but and we've been here 25 years plus. It first had happened, but it does happen. So it makes you think now. Next time we buy an house, we've got to remember where's there's a nice sparkling brook going past us, and is it going to flood when the weather comes? This speaks volumes. Do you see how this used to be flat? It used to be a flat area now, and they knew to build those houses higher, didn't they? You watch the difference. The road stays the same. Let's cross over without getting run over. The road stays the same. Then they've built a bank here, or, you know, they've built these houses up. So you can see our house there, see how much lower. So the new developers was aware of it, and these houses are nice and dry. But look at the huge drop. There's our neighbour's house here. Look. And here is our house now here. That's a massive drop, isn't it? Can we see like that? Look. Here's it. You see? Wow. So they definitely knew. They had been measuring. It's funny, isn't it? New and old, and how they do things, measure things. Remember, even as far away as the top of the road here, from over there, the square restaurant, it rushes, comes down the hill and comes this way, doesn't it? So it's fairly flat, look. So they knew to build those houses higher than these houses. Look at this stream now then.
Oh yeah. It's fairly full.
Yeah, quite a bit fuller.
It's got a long way to go.
Yeah.
It's got a hell of a long way to go. We've seen it above. We've
Yeah.
seen this above this bridge.
Above the road, yeah, on the road.
And there's plenty of escapage. The ground goes away, fair enough. So there is room for it to escape. It's just trapped. There we are. Look. There. These things you've got to think about when you don't see how it is. You're just in a little.
Yeah. When we talk about extreme weather events, you know,
somewhere.
even to the point where there,
The manhole has already gone.
that was the manhole, remember?
Half of that
Yeah.
corner of that manhole.
When you buy your house, you don't think of these things, do you?
Already
And obviously, you know, it doesn't happen very often, but just that it happens. You just gotta. The older you get, the more you learn, the more you know. Let's see. We go and have a look across the road now where it comes from. It flows into our street. Hold on. Hold on.
Come on, go a bit further. See the
Yeah.
lay of the land?
Yeah.
Can you see how steep? Look, until you get to watch it, that's quite a drop down into our street.
Yeah.
And it comes and it crosses.
The square. It
Can
comes
you see-
across the
can you
road
see the end of it? It comes from that road up there.
and flows into this
So what
road.
it's doing, it's crossing the water. Can you see the water flowing? The water is coming down that street and this street, and it's got nowhere to go. It's funneling its way into our street.
Yeah.
It really hoofs down.
Whoever thought about extreme weather?
You don't really
No.
put a thought to it. You don't
No.
really think about it until you've lived in such a situation.
Yeah. So the next house we buy, we'll have to be thinking about these things.
I'll be taking in these things into sort of consideration.
Yeah.
You see it? It's flowing. It's coming down there. It's coming down here. It's crossing the road. Look. Look, can you see? Look. It's crossing the road. But it's nice and wide. It's shallow. There's still a lot of water. Can you see there? Look. You can see the water. You see the water flowing?
Yeah. You can't see that on a dry day, and you don't even think about it on a dry day,
Look.
or even on a rainy day. You don't even
Flowing.
think about it.
Into our street. Plus the
This was only 2 months ago, and what did we call the film? We are on flood watch. Yeah. How many people are flooded, and they just didn't take notice of what's going on around them. You don't think about it, do you? Until the water starts heading your way.